It's time for the 2024 International Non-Continental ScooterBall, the World Tour. Hey, I'm Dave. You're going to be riding with me on the ScooterBall. Let me introduce you to the other guys. This is Ryan, Chad, my dad, Mike, Chip, Justin, and don't forget Andy. We have 8 people that are lined up to join us on the ScooterBall this year. One of them even has a sidecar. But Andy decided to tell us today, the day before the ScooterBall, that he is dropping out. Now there's one thing that Andy loves more than the ScooterBall, and that is dropping out of the ScooterBall, especially the day before or the morning of. Now this was a big hit on the ScooterBall. See, Andy is the one that has the sidecar in his scooter, and everyone's planning on storing their CPAP machines in it. We've also planned on stopping at every garage sale we passed and fill his scooter up with as much stuff as possible. I had hopes on finding the perfect decorative tree for him to carry around the entire trip, but he didn't know about the garage sale plan. That was going to be a surprise. So we're down to 7. We were really looking forward to this trip. It was going to be a blast like all the other ScooterBalls that we've done, but this year was the first World Tour.
All right, ScooterBall 2024. It's official.
Well, it looks like we're off to a very small but reasonable adventure. Should we stop at Mike's house?
Yeah, just roll through and ride through his grass. Maybe take a shit on the side of the house so he finds it later.
Maybe.
Did you see that 74-year-old lady on the news in New Palestine?
What?
She did that. She was on the board for the HOA and she shit on the side of this guy's house. Not once, but twice. Got caught on camera both times.
How did they recognize her?
That's a good question.
The police pulled her over and they're like, spread them. This is her.
So what we're doing is we're riding around Indiana and visiting as many countries, or towns I guess I should say, that are named after other countries. So Mecca and Perth and Poland and Holland and that type of thing. But sometimes it was a country, sometimes it was a town in another country. But it didn't really matter because we're out riding.
This guy's
Let
like,
this go through.
he's trying to get us to go in front of this bus. He's like, please, God, hit these people.
Now we've got a bunch of towns made up and a rough map that we were following a bicycle route to keep us off of highways and just to make the route interesting. So we didn't really know where we were going to stay at the end of the night, and we were just going to handle finding a hotel or whatever, I don't know, whenever we were tired at the end of the day. So today we're going to hit Lebanon, Mecca, Perth, Brazil, back to Perth, Poland, and then finally to Bloomington to try to find a place to stay. First country we visited was Lebanon.
Welcome to Lebanon.
And we stopped for breakfast there, and that's where Justin asked for tomato juice. See, now Justin is gross, and he's the only one in the world that asked for tomato juice. Well, when he asked for it at Flapjacks, he was denied by the waitress due to lack of sales. And we all laughed because it was like, yeah, like, no kidding, it's tomato juice. Nobody orders that.
I don't understand why they're honoring all these U.S. soldiers here in this country.
I know.
It is strange. If I remember correctly, I think we probably destroyed Lebanon. Maybe multiple times. Actually, most of the countries we'll be visiting today, I believe we bombed.
It's our bombing tour.
Yeah, we could also rename this the scooter bomb.
When we were in Lebanon, a motorcycle started following us and followed us to the town square to stop and talk with us and see what we were doing. Now we're all best friends. His name is Scott, and I think he invited us to his wedding. I flew my drone all around the beautiful city of Lebanon and just got epic shots. I mean, it was really beautiful. No way that I could reproduce this. And then after I landed, I realized, oh, I forgot to record any of that. So here's the second tier shots that are nowhere near as good as the first shots.
In our first stop, we're in Lebanon, and we're trying to find a sign. We've taken our time. We've drawn the flag, what we think the flags look like for Lebanon.
I assume there's a circle. It's going to have purple.
And after Lebanon, we're on our way to Mecca. We're thinking as we travel out of Lebanon, we're going to find the sign, and we'll stop there. I'm going down here. That's an ADV.
This is the one.
On the way to Mecca, we had a backhoe in front of us that moved over to the side of the road to let us pass. And he went too far and the ditch just sucked the backhoe into it. He hit that ditch so hard that the back wheels came up in the air, and then the backhoe started porpoising back and forth, and he lost control and went into the actual field. I'm pretty sure this is where I got ticks. That's right, ticks. So at dinner in Brazil, felt something on my neck and reached back and ended up pulling a tick off my neck. And then as we were eating, I ended up pulling another tick off my neck and then one off my leg. And by the end of the day, I had pulled 5 ticks off myself. I don't remember the last time I had a tick on me. But what I did is I took off my helmet here and I set it down in the grass, and it must have been on a nest of ticks or something. And it grosses me out still just thinking about it.
All right, so we have got 22 miles until Mecca. It's wild to me that we are only to our second country, which is Egypt.
Or Saudi Arabia.
From this point on, I always said that Mecca was in Egypt. I don't know where Mecca is, but I just wanted to disagree with Dad so he would argue it.
Is that a dog?
Look at these adorable pups.
Oh, that is so cute.
Oh, cute.
Oh, look at that.
Does anyone need a new shirt?
That is awesome. They wouldn't even miss that dog.
Oh,
There's a chicken. This is an exciting area.
yeah, it is.
All right, guys, 1 mile, I believe, until Mecca. It feels like it. Like I feel the temperature change. Like it feels warmer
Yeah.
than Lebanon.
Are we close to the pyramids?
That's probably
yes.
it. Yeah.
Yes. Ah, Mecca Bridge. We can count this. Okay, perfect.
Home of the Gaylord Scholl Memorial Square Dance.
Ready?
Seconds.
Go.
Go.
I'm feeling pretty confident.
20.
Probably like some spears or something going through it. Spears.
Spears, I like
that. I'm going to put an arrow too.
Like an arrow. Yeah.
And then maybe some birds.
Pencils down.
All right.
I thought it was messy. I drew a soccer ball and soccer players.
Messy.
Way to Brazil. The border crossing wasn't difficult. Like it wasn't a big deal at all. There's actually, you didn't have to exchange money or anything. They actually knew our language. So that's really helpful. This is pretty in here.
Oh man. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the deer. Brazil, stop number 3, and it's time to go eat lunch dinner.
So after this, guys, what do you think? Go to church? Go to do confessions? Here I'm showing Justin where one of the ticks was. I wasn't sure if he knew what an ankle looked like, so I went ahead and showed him mine.
1, 2,
You guys
3.
gonna get out of here. Don't they know there's ticks in this town? There's 2, maybe 3 in that Mexican restaurant's floor. Jesus Christ. Google Maps can eat my balls. Like, it just doesn't change quick enough.
No, it doesn't. That's a.
It isn't, like, updating. Like, it's like, no, you can keep going. No, that's where you turn. It's like, great job, Google. All right, so we're heading to Perth, Australia. Is the next stop. And we've got to backtrack a little bit because I may or may not have made a mistake. That's not important, though.
You don't make mistakes.
Listen, if you guys had 3 ticks sucking the blood out of your body,
Yeah.
or just crawling around, I don't think they were attached yet, but they were definitely eyeballing my neck.
They were thinking about it.
They were probably like,
Heading north.
they were probably like, this guy is nothing but bones. Anyways, we're heading to Perth. See you in a little bit.
We got to Brazil and realized that we had passed Perth and didn't stop. So we decided that, hey, Perth is only 9 minutes away. We're going to run up to Perth real quick and cross it off our list. Now, when we got to Perth, we noticed a black dog at the side of the road that was just laying down and kind of seemed out of place. And we realized afterwards that there was actually a bowl of water there and it looked like another bowl of food. And we found out that someone actually dumped that dog there, and some local people that lived near there were trying to catch it because they were afraid it was going to hurt their cattle or chase their cattle that night. Now, in Perth, there is nothing. There is not a sign. There is nothing. There is a railroad crossing. So that's where we stopped to draw our flags. Other thing about Perth that we didn't realize is we actually rode through Perth and never even realized it because there is nothing there. So we visited Perth technically twice.
Welcome to Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what's going to be different about this country is they don't speak the same language that we're used to. So there's a little bit of a learning curve.
Portuguese, I believe.
That does sound accurate.
Don't hit this lady.
Oh, why not, Justin? Let's go check this city out by drone.
When we stopped in Brazil to get drone footage, some kid in the back of a truck yelled, "Hell yeah, brother," but in a sarcastic, kind of hateful way. You know, like the way my wife talks to me. So I yelled back,
I like your dad's truck.
his words still sting like an open wound filled with ticks.
All right, we got to thank Brazil for treating us so well. Never felt so welcome.
Yeah.
To any Spanish-speaking country as we did for the last 15 minutes, I would. But as much as we love Brazil, we must leave, and we are on our way to a land of sauerkraut and sausages and repression, and that is Poland. I mean, honestly, we've had a pretty warm welcome in every country except for Perth. Perth was a little underwhelming. I'm going to say it.
Well, the dog was friendly. Well, no, he wasn't. No,
Not really, but they didn't even put out a sign. They knew we were coming.
Yeah.
Onward to Poland. I can't imagine them being like, "Get that scooter out of here."
Yeah.
What bridge is this? That's Dick Huffman, 1980 bridge. Or 1880. Okay.
Good old Dick.
Yeah, that's what I've always said. We're coming up on Poland. It's nice that they put out the American flags because we liberated them. It's just a nice reminder.
It's great to see a country that appreciates what the U.S. has done for them.
It really is.
Right.
And look at this. I don't know if you noticed, but on their garbage cans, they are still using English, which is also nice. Just kind of a nice kickback it's a thank you to America for providing the freedom Poland enjoys now. Okay, looks like we are approaching the city center.
Wow, this is a nice town.
This is. Oh, brother.
Hey, brother.
from Poland, we are taking a little break from the World Tour, and we're going to Bloomington, Indiana now to find accommodations and to see what's wrong with Chad's scooter.
Fine.
I'm sure it's nothing big. It's probably the oiler for the belt. A lot of scooters do well with oiling to the belt.
Yeah.
A lot of people understand that. It helps.
Belt lubrication is key, yes.
It is key.
Which way are we heading?
We're going to go down here by the Retta Jeans Cafe.
Okay.
So, let's roll. Bloomington, we're on our way.
Are you supposed to go straight or this way?
Left.
Left. Got it.
Look at her. She's terrified. It's okay, ma'am. We're kind.
We're kind scooter riders, not like all of them.
Type of bikers you want around them. Coming by.
Yeah, come on by.
Tits tie. Welcome to Spencer, Indiana, everybody. This is Jits Tie Bistro. Yeah. Why is it that every Indiana town looks the same?
Yeah,
every small Indiana town. I didn't know this Napa store was still here. Looks good.
Is it closed? Oh, no. Is it open or just dark and dingy? It's probably just... Oh, no, it's closed.
How many miles have you put on that thing since you've got it?
When I got it, it had 600.
Whoa.
And I've got 3,600 now. So, yeah, 3,000.
3,000, not bad.
Honestly, I'm surprised it's held up as well as it has.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah, I haven't done anything to it except for change the chain.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Chinese bike, right? But it's supposed to be a nicer Chinese bike.
Well, yeah. You know, most of Kymco's products are almost all made in Taiwan. They just make, this is one of them that they make in China.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I've ever told you that. I did some research, and it was like Kymco got started because they made the 125 engine. No, the GY6, the 150 engine.
Yeah.
They made it for Honda. And then they were like, well, we should just start our own company. So, I mean, that's how they got started, apparently.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The storms that came through on Tuesday night, it got hit real hard here. So power outages everywhere. 80-mile-an-hour winds took out a whole bunch of trees.
Oh, okay. Not tornadoes, just straight line wind.
Just straight line winds, yep.
Okay.
Wow.
And from what I understand, there's a ton of oak trees down here that caught a disease. And a lot of these that snapped are oak trees.
Oh, man.
And they haven't figured out what it is, whether it's a fungus or a parasite or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just the winds on Tuesday just devastated the whole place.
Look at that. Just snap the tops of all these pine trees.
Oh, wow.
You'd be heartbroken. Like, those are old pine trees.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, it smells amazing right there.
So the kids are at scout camp down here in Bloomington, and there was a campsite that's way far away. It's like 2-mile trail. And They had to go through and clean that trail for 2 miles. It was covered in trees all the way 2 miles.
Oh,
And by the time they got to the actual campsite, they the van that the scouts were in, I got crushed by a tree.
oh no
What?
way.
But no scouts were hurt in the whole over the storm, so everybody was safe.
There's deer. We haven't seen deer today,
yeah.
so that's new. We've got 9.4 miles to Bloomington.
Dude, we've hit some killer roads on the way here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's been beautiful. We've been talking about that. It's like been fantastic roads.
Yeah.
Jump. Woo!
Woo!
Oh, I got air. Yeah, baby.
Look at all these stalks leaning just a little bit. Like they're all leaning.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got lucky it didn't like flatten these fields. I've seen that happen before.
Well,
Look at this. There's another big one broke.
oh, man. Oh, yeah, right off the top.
Wow. You know there's some raccoons taking some wild rides.
While we were in Bloomington, we got treated to an impromptu stunt show by some guys on, I don't know, I think they were dirt bikes. I don't think they're even supermotos. I think they're just straight dirt bikes, but they were doing wheelies up and down the street, and they were really good at it, and I don't know, they're a lot better than me, so that was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
While we were stopped trying to find a hotel in Bloomington, I found another tick on me. With all the storms that had been through Bloomington a few days earlier, we lucked out to even find 4 hotel rooms because there were so many linemen and electrical workers that were in town trying to fix everything. And that's the end of the first day of the 2024 International World Tour ScooterBall. We actually ended up at 217 miles, and it was great just the whole day through. So stay tuned for day 2 of the 2024 ScooterBall.